Hey, yo, AB.
My boy.
Yeah, AB, what's up, man?
What's poppin'?
How you doing, man? I ain't tell nobody you my guest, because you know, you might have hit me with the unorthodox. You might have,
Nah, nah,
I said,
nah,
yo, hey, yo.
nah.
So
Yeah.
when you driving right now?
Not no more. I just parked.
All right, my brother, man. So how you doing, man? What you been doing in this corona, man? What you been doing
Try,
in this corona?
trying not to get corona.
Trying not to get corona.
Yeah.
Ain't that some shit? Shout out Lauren Ryder going to check it. Yeah, AB, man, let me tell you something, man. We got I know right now everything stopped, but do you got any matches coming up?
Man, I ain't worrying about no fucking boxing until they call me about my 10 million.
What 10 million, AB? What you talking about?
I ain't getting in the ring if they ain't giving me 10 million. Other than that, I'm cool. I don't need no money.
Oh, so that's your demand. You say, yo, if somebody ain't coming up in here, what's your highest paid fight, AB? Because you a high paid fighter, though.
Yeah. But I'm saying I'm not putting my life on the line unless they give me 10 million or more.
Yeah, I don't think that should be a problem.
Yeah, they know that, and I know that. See what they doing right now? They 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 got all these kids who need money and they need to be fighting and shit. So they paying them pennies. They not paying them what they usually would get paid. So they blaming the
Yep.
corona and
Yeah, it's
they
the same
blaming
shit
the
in rap.
yeah
It's the same shit in rap music. So rap music for years, they take kids that ain't got no money that want to get on, and niggas is fucked up, and then
yeah
they get popping. They make these people this money, and the minute you really realize what your worth is, and you get smart enough to know the business, they don't really want to rock with you like that no more because they rather go and take advantage of somebody else.
exactly.
Facts.
But I ain't going like that though. I can't go like that.
Yeah. I took the same stance. You know, I went independent. I don't know how you could go boxing independent, but that's something you should think about. But I went independent when the major labels was talking to me funny, and I realized how much money I was making them. I was like, yo, I'm going independent, B. And then I
That's
went and
what's
got
up.
that $7 a record. So you know, it's I don't know how you do it with boxing. I know you got an album coming. You rapping. How long
Yeah.
you been rapping, AB?
I've I've been rapping. I've been rapping as long as I've been boxing, but I've made it in boxing, and I made it at such of a high status that it it almost outshadowed my rapping. You hear what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah,
I
like he
think
multi-talented, like AI, he could play ball and he could play football.
yeah,
He just chose ball. You know what I'm saying? But they say he was just as good in football.
I heard
You
that
know,
too.
so it's like you rap and you nice. Like I heard your album. You know what I'm saying? And you got some joints on there, and I was like, you actually were so lyrical. I was like, I wonder if somebody's helping you writing this shit, or you just
Nah. I
yeah
write
yeah
all my
AB,
shit.
you was spitting that shit.
Nah, I write everything. I write everything.
I got an idea for you. You need to do like once this shit come out, you need to do like a versus athletes battle. You against Damian Lillard or something, and play
He
a
can't
joint.
fuck with me.
Yeah, yo,
Don't get me
Damian.
wrong. Don't get me wrong. He can rap, but he can't fuck with me when like on some like, bruh, bruh. He not
Hey yo,
fucking with
hey
me.
yo, yeah, AB. I'm not talking about boxing. I'm talking about music. You know, Damian
Yes,
Lillard, EI.
yeah, but I'm more than I. I don't pass with me.
You put a
I
lot of work into this. You put a lot of work into this album, huh?
yeah.
I heard the flows, the melodies, the rhymes. Yo, I'm not bullshitting y'all. AB, he got an album. I listened to the whole album. I like Big Boy Status. I like Big Brother. Those are my two favorite out the album because that's that real shit. The other
Yeah,
shit,
yeah,
you
yeah,
doing your thing, but you playing with them. You just that's
yeah,
that real shit right there. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
So, yes, he has an album, and I know how hard it takes and what it takes to try to put in. You know, you can hear an album when people take their time and they put their hard thought into it, or when they just fucking around. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? So I saw that you put in your you put in your work, you put in your time on this shit.
for sure.
So you
If
rather
you
rap than
what?
box.
Hell no, hell no, hell no, no. That's what I'm doing until the shit get right with boxing. If they don't come and make it right, then I'll go do my own thing, and then that's a different story. But right now, I'm taking a stand and I'm a rapper.
When you was coming up in the game and you was winning and you was hype and combing your hair and shit and it looked like 1,000,000% it was destined for you to fight Floyd somewhere or another. Even though y'all friends and y'all know each other, it just looked like one day that would be the mega battle, you and Floyd. Um,
Which can still be, but it's up to him.
so have you ever offered, like you ever had your team tell Floyd, let's fight?
It's up to him. It's up to him, man. Honestly, I don't think I don't think he'll do it. He the type of money he getting for the type of fights he's getting, I wouldn't do it if I was him. I wouldn't fight no younger, more hungrier guy. You know, it don't make no sense for him. It do, but it don't. But if we ever was to fight, it would be the biggest fight ever in boxing, I think. Ever.
Well, you know,
With
AB,
me.
I'm gonna tell you what, people think you're not hungry like that. You describing a hungry, you say in this fight towards Floyd, you would be the most hungriest one. But some people think like, you know, AB, he always got jury, he got cars, he got chicks, he chilling. Like that's the criticize about you.
That's
You know,
cool. But
I've been in the room while you're boxing, and shout out to finger licking down here in Miami. I've been in there while it's ran packed, everybody sweating before Corona, and then I hear people like, "Yo, he got money, he ain't hungry, he get millions for these fights." When they start paying you a lot more money, do you lose hunger, or you still?
it's not that. It's a lot more that come with it, man. It's a lot more to come with this shit, man. It's just from everything, from the fake friends, from your personal situations, and then you don't know who with you, who ain't. It's a lot. It's a lot that come with it. It's a lot to come with it, man.
Well, you know, AB, let me tell you something. I invented. If I ain't invented, I definitely laid part of the DNA of walking into the building with 100 guys with 100 chains on and running around. And anytime you ever seen Fat Joe, he had 100 with him, two tour buses, the plane full, the this. And bro, let me tell you something. One day I turned around. I'll never forget, we was in the Four Seasons in Puerto Rico. It's about 30 of us. And I told everybody, I was just thinking, I couldn't sleep that night. I told everybody, meet me in the lobby. They meet me. And I said, yo, listen, I ain't got it like that no more. I ain't got money like that no more. I'm fucked up. You know, I can't be paying niggas rents. I can't take care of niggas like that. You know, I barely got it for me. And it's crazy. Out of 30 people, only 5 said, Joe, if you dead broke, I'm with you. And that's the only 5 you'll see around me to this day. So it's like, that's just the way it is. When you out there and you the man and you got the bag and you got the limelight, because you coming through, whoever these
Right.
2, 3 dudes is with you, right?
Right. Right.
The girls gonna be like, oh, that's AB, man. Sometimes they want to get with them to get with you
Just to,
anyway.
yeah, yeah. That happen all the time.
And these guys getting the trickle down, like, you know what I mean? They walking in thinking like, but they ain't in the ring. You know, with that boxing different, because we can
Yeah.
all talk shit, we can have a crew, but when you get in that ring, one-on-one, and the whole world watching,
Yeah, that shit different. That's totally different. A lot of people won't. A lot of people don't know what it feel like when millions is watching and thousands is coming out just to see you fight. Don't get me wrong. It might be a full card, but everybody is there just to see your fight. When you like, a lot of people don't know. Like, that's why I try to tell these young fighters, like it's a difference when you sitting in the back and you waiting for your fight, and the crowd cheering and you feel the ground rumbling, and you feel the ground shaking. That shit's different.
it's different, right?
Hell yeah.
And the shit about boxers is like, you think you poor, you think you grew up hungry, and when you look at the guy you fighting, that nigga might be from Yugoslavia. He ate rocks and shit,
Yeah,
running
yeah,
up
yeah,
bodies. When you see their story, you know how they put your story when you grew up, and they be
yeah,
like,
yeah,
yo, his pops wasn't there, he had a hard time. Then they show a nigga who eat rocks, running up
yeah.
mountains, talking about, yo, that motherfucker ain't eat a fucking orange in a month. You looking at that like, yo, this nigga hungry. I got to put this
Right.
boy away right now.
Yeah, that should be serious. No, it's just different, man. It's totally different, bro. We
And
we we, we I think we don't get enough credit, man, as boxers. The type of work we got to go through and the type of shit we do, we don't get enough credit. And nobody will never understand us until they get in that square circle and they experience what we go through. So that's why I don't even really argue with people over it.
yeah, because you get a lot of criticism. Even the people that love you, you're in a weird position. Like you figured out the you're a boxing troll, and and Floyd too. Floyd the King, he invented it.
Yeah,
Actually, Muhammad Ali invented it.
invented it.
And
Yeah,
rest in peace, Muhammad Ali. But you
facts.
know how to make niggas tune in and niggas spend their 59.99 on the pay-per-view
Yeah,
because you
yeah,
know how to get the shit going. So motherfuckers there to see you get knocked out. Motherfuckers is there like, nah, I fuck with AB. Nah. You know, on this album, you got Meek Mill and Rick Ross on the record with you.
yeah. It's dope. It's a dope record.
You know how hard it is to get Meek Mill and Rick Ross on the record? How did that come about?
I did some AB shit. It was crazy. I hit Ross. I hit Meek. Made it happen, man. I didn't think I can do it, but I did it. It's one of my favorite records on the album, actually.
Yeah, I like it a lot too, man. I don't think you would go wrong with Meek. You would go wrong with Meek and Ross on the same joint, B. I was really impressed. So when I'm listening to it, my daughter like, yo, why you listening to that album, Dad? I said, yo, because I promised AB I'm gonna listen to this album. And
Right.
then I told her, I was like, the joint come on with Meek Mill and Ross. I said, yo, you got Meek Mill and Ross on this shit right here. Like, you know, like, let's respect what's going on in this motherfucker right here. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
and I remember a while back, it's crazy because I'm writing my book, and
Right.
and I got a chapter in my book. It's called Suicidal Thoughts,
Yeah.
and I talk, and I leave it for the book. But I remember the one time you was talking like, you may check out on us. What would bring you to that? To where you get to that point where you saying, yo, I want to end it all. Like,
Cause you got to think, like, you probably experienced it. You know, when you wake up every day, right? and you make sure 50, 60 people is straight. You make sure everybody good. Everybody good. Everybody come to you with their problems, but you can't go to nobody. Like, don't nobody call you to ask you if you need a water, but you still make sure everybody's straight. Like, that's some fucked up shit. I was going through that for so long. It was just like, man, what the fuck, man? Like, but then I I was thinking like, man, if I do this, it'll be selfish because I got kids that, I got kids. They don't deserve that. So, you know what I mean? That changed everything, but that was a crazy time in my life though. It was a
So
crazy time.
you were seriously thinking about it? Like you was it serious or
I
was
don't
it like
think I would have went, but it was like it was basically like, how would everybody feel if I wasn't here? What would everybody do if I wasn't here?
well your people would be suffering and the people who truly love you and your kids and your family, but they would throw you one hell of a party and they would be at the club that night. And that's just the way it is. It goes for you, for Fat Joe, for everybody else. The world keeps moving, and no matter who the fuck we are, think about Mike Jackson. Mike Jackson
Right,
died. Whitney Houston. We celebrated for like 4 days. We cried. Then it was over. We moved on. And
right,
and the people you will affect the most would be your kids, would be
yeah,
your family. You know, it's sad, but we all have, well, the good ones, or I will call it dumb ones, meaning you and me, right? So I hear where you're coming from because I'm the same exact way. So I'll call you dumb and me dumb, right?
see,
But listen,
uh,
we, we,
like
we
it's on this album. It's a track that you probably didn't pay attention to, but that How I'm Living, that was that was them.
that was that time.
Yeah, that was
All
a
right, I'm gonna go
that,
back to that as soon as I finish this. But my thing is, we come from the hood and we got this thing called survivor's guilt.
yes,
And we feel bad because, the lady next door, she used to feed us. So they'll call us and be like, yo, she broke her hip. You got 20 stacks.
right,
Yo, homeboy is locked up. Could you bail him out for 20 or pay for his lawyer? Yo, my rent, they gonna throw me out my house. I'm packed forth. Like all this shit come with being that guy. I've been I've been doing this 25 years, AB. So the
right,
type of shit that I might have gave away more money than I actually have right now. In fact, I gave away more money than I have right now in my bank account um, to people who just, you know what I'm saying? I know exactly what you're saying, but at some point, right, you're gonna have to go and you're gonna have to figure out, tighten your circle, and be like, this is that. Because at the end of the day, they be the same people that when you tell them you ain't got it, they say you ain't shit, you ain't never did nothing for them, you never looked out, you never helped nobody. I mean, I'm saying even family is whack. Like,
right,
so, somebody said only for the family. We don't pick our family. Sometimes we got some fuck niggas in our family. It's real
right,
talk. And we try to
right.
make excuses for them. And you go, yo, bro, so for me, it took a long time for me to tighten my circle. So now when you see me, I don't know what they say in the hood now, but they might say, oh, Joey whack, he fucked up. Look at him, he be by himself. He don't be with a bunch of, fuck that. I don't need to spend $5,000 a dinner for 30 dudes every day, 10,000 in bottles. Because at the end of the day, you're right. If you broke and you fucked up, ain't nobody bringing you a glass of water.
For sure. But but I seen that. and I was still at the top, but it was just like I can't keep going. I can't keep doing this. So what? That's why I cut everything down. Now you feel me? I cut all the numbers down. It was one year. They told me I spent I spent like almost $1 million on plane tickets, man.
Yeah, I know the feeling.
Like,
I spent like 3-4 million on a private one year. Biggest mistake I ever made in my life. Me and DJ Envy was talking yesterday. My brother, I love him. We talked privately, and we was talking because he liked the ball. I like the ball. We like the Cullinans. We like the jury.
yeah,
So I'm like, so he asked me, what was the dumbest shit you did? And I said, the dumbest shit I ever did was get addicted to flying private. So lean back, number one, we getting wild money. I'm taking the plane for if DJ Buck, if I gotta go do the radio station Connecticut, I'm in New York. I take the plane to Connecticut. This shit ain't but a 40-minute drive. Like,
right,
so it was disgusting the shit I was doing. Like, when you broke and you get some M's and you feel like it can never run out. So I would be like, yo, I want some Spanish food, some Puerto Rican food. All right, let's go to
right,
Puerto Rico. We go to Puerto
right.
Rico, we eat some shit, we fly back. Like, we did too much. We did too much, but it was the dumbest way. It was the dumbest way.
But I'm gonna tell you something though. I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. If I had a chance to do it all over and do it, I wouldn't change nothing.
So you would still pay for 100 dudes to walk around with you,
Listen
pay for
though.
the
Listen
hotel
why I
room
say
for
this.
a fucking.
Listen why I say this though. Because I wouldn't know how to deal with it now. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, explain that to me.
What I'm saying is like I'm glad I went through that then. So now I deal with it different now. Like when I got older and I seen like, nah, you tripping. You gotta stop that. I was able to stop it and understand it. So I'm glad I went through it because that shit that was some of the best
Don't
best
knock it up.
years of my life.
No,
That was some
no,
of
of course it's
the,
all. I mean, you tricking on fun, and you got people you comfortable with around you, but at the end of the day, they ain't got your best interest. And number two is, man, I wish I could get that money back. Man, I wish I would have never hung out with them 100 dudes. Man, I wish I wouldn't have bought them 30 dudes trucks in the Bronx. Man, I wish I would have been in a tight little small circle.
I'm gonna
You
tell
got
you
little.
I'm gonna tell you what saved me too, and what still got me out here balling and doing whatever the fuck I want. It's one guy who was in my corner and saved me. Al Heyman.
Now, Heyman, right?
Yeah, yeah. Without him, I would have been dead and broke a long time ago, man.
Yeah, he's a good guy from what I hear from people. He's a real good guy.
He closest thing to God I ever seen.
Let me tell you something, AB. I got a boy, he's a jeweler, right? And he tell me he went to a Pacquiao fight. So Pacquiao bought like 4 watches from him and told him you'll get paid after the fight.
Yeah,
He said he went up there to his hotel room and waited on a line of people, and Pacquiao was sitting after a fight with his wife, with everybody walking up to him and him writing checks. Yo, I need 10,000. You promised me. It's a line of people. By the time the jeweler got up there, he told me he felt bad taking the money for the jury because he was like, yo, this shit. I mean, have you ever seen that before? You dealt with that?
no, I don't deal with that. I'm a straight gangster. See, what I do, the way I do it, everybody work. They work. Everybody that I pay, I make them work. I don't give a fuck if it's just come to Kent with me and you work out with me every day. You gonna work out with me every day, and I got a big check for you. But I don't care about the money because if I don't give it to you, I got to give it to the IRS anyway. So I might as well take it off my taxes and give it to you. So, but you gonna come and do something. You know what I mean? That's how I do. That's how I do it.
That's tough, man. That's tough. And like you, like, so I be seeing, I'm not trying to get messy here. You can stop me in 1 second, but I be seeing like people be trying to sue you for all type of money and shit, jewelers and all that. Like, so, like, like, what's that about? So say you get a fight and you getting $3 million a fight, and you owe a jeweler $1 million, you owe somebody, everybody waiting for the money before you even got the fight.
Fuck them. Fuck them. Just like that. Fuck them. And guess what? When I go to them again, they gonna give me some more shit.
They got love for AB like that. They gonna give you some shit.
Man, my bad, bro.
Damn, man, yeah, AB, you crazy. That's why Al Heyman, he protects you, man. He protects you everywhere, man.
Everywhere I go. Now I fucks with a couple of jewelers, man. One of my jewelers, man, he's fighting a murder right now. I'm mad as fuck. I gotta go to him. I know he gonna give me some shit for the cheap now.
He fighting a murder?
Yeah, man. I hope he alright though, man. Aviani, man. Joe, man. My man, man.
Oh man, I know. I heard about that. He fighting like attempt murder, some shit.
Yeah, man. I pray he be alright, man. I love that dude, man. Like he's not just a jeweler to me. Like he's like family, man. He not for real. He really is like family though. Like
he's a good guy.
hell yeah. I don't wish jail on nobody, especially not him.
That's a fact. We always said in the hood, we don't wish that on our worst enemy. You know,
Sure.
I don't even believe in jail. Like, I'll tell you the truth. I believe in eye for an eye. I believe in, you know what I'm saying, God molest little kids, he should die. If
Yeah.
you know, a nigga robbed me, I
Yeah.
see you when I see you. With you know, that's my shit. My shit ain't about I don't even know, like, in no reference to what's going on here with justice for George Floyd or whatever like that. But my thing, I mean, with that, that's a different type of thing. You know, we're fighting for rights and all that. But other than something like that, I don't think it's justice. Like, if somebody did something to me, and I think they going to jail for it, and you know, when you watch the news, they be like, I just want somebody to go to jail for what happened, this and this, and I don't see it like I want to hurt that guy.
Yeah.
Like, that's
Sure.
me. I may be crazy or whatever the case may be.
Listen, man.
But
Listen. I want to give a shout out to one of my OGs, man, Jay Prince, man. And he told me this a long time ago. He said, if a person, you know, if a person feel like it's cool to disrespect you, then you got the right to go to the furthest power that you want to go. You know, shouldn't no man disrespect another man. So
I
that's
don't
just
even believe in, like, if a friend of mine swing on me, he was never my friend. So I would
my
never
brother
pick
the
up my
same way.
hands for my friend.
My big brother the same way.
Your
He's the
big brother the same way?
exact
Yeah,
same
I
way.
would never pick up my hands for my friend, no matter how mad they got me. You know what I'm saying?
He's
Because the minute,
exactly the same way, bro.
because I know if I put my hands on you, I don't give a fuck about you. And if you put your hands on me, we done. Like,
He exactly the same way, man. I swear to God. exactly the same way. He won't do it. He said because he just said, if you put your hands on me, you don't care about me. I can't be walking around with a broke jaw, but you my brother.
Now you can't do it. Can't do it. You can't. I never saw that. I never liked friends fighting and all. I'm not with that shit. And I remember one time uh I had to fight a guy, right? I
Yeah,
didn't have to, but this guy, I don't know if I should talk about it like that, but well, I had to fight a guy. Let me say it so that they don't even understand. Somebody from the hood, you know, I had, I, you know, I had knocked him out, and this guy was a dangerous guy. So everybody was like, "Oh shit!" So now and I was Fat Joe the rapper. So it was like, all right, so this guy either gonna kill Joe Crack or Joe Crack in this street, whatever. It was something like that. So they said, "Yo, go fight him 1-on-1." So I said, "Fuck it, I'll go fight him." But the dude, like, he cocked Diesel. He in excellent shape. I'm Fat Joe. I'm like, all right, fuck it, let's go. So when I went, I seen a lot of guys that never liked me that was there waiting to see the fight.
yeah,
And then I seen a friend of mine, and when I got there, he came up to me and said, "Yo, you ain't got to do this. You ain't supposed to be doing this shit. Like, this shit is whack." And he was cool with the other guy too. He was like, yo, Joe, I'm out. I'm not with this shit. I came here to tell you, you ain't got to do this. Like, fuck that. Cause imagine Fat Joe would have got his ass whipped,
right.
in front of everybody. He's like, yo, fuck that. Yo, Raul was there. So, and long story short, I went in there, I pounded him out, legendary, beat him to a pulp, fucked him up in front of all the haters. But the point was, I never forgot my friend who tried to talk me out of it and told me like, yo, my brother, I'm not here for this. Like, you ain't got to do this. You know what I'm saying? And that's a real friend who will try to intervene and be like, chill.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I don't think nobody should be out here fighting if they ain't getting paid for
No bullshit. Yo, yeah, AB, you right. If you ain't getting paid for it, you ain't got no business fighting.
it. I had to tell a nigga yesterday, man. They was playing cards, and I'm just betting on my brothers or whatever. And I'm like, he like, man, I said, man, I don't fight for free, brother. You you won, bro. I don't fight for free.
That's it.
Fuck it.
That's important to know. That's an important concept. When you get paid to fight, that's like me doing a free show on the corner.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So you already know, my brother, nothing but love, man. God bless you, man. Thanks for coming on here on the Fat Joe Show, my brother.
My boy, you already know it's all love, man.
My brother. Stay safe, AB. Thank you, man. I appreciate you.
You already know.